Yo guys, it's Cabs here bringing you a Cinema 4D tutorial, and in this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to make a really sick clan intro. So this is an example of an intro. So it comes in, it bursts, it goes flying back and then goes past the screen. So I'll give you another example here. Intro done for Evo, like this, and then it bursts, it comes down like that. So and this is probably my best intro that I've made. This one, it comes in, it bursts, and then it goes down. So yeah, before we start this tutorial, I'm just telling you guys that I won't just be making intros for everyone because I'm kinda busy, so that's why I made this tutorial, so you don't know how to do it and you don't need to keep asking me to do it for you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to your Cinema 4D and open it up. By the way, this is without any plugins, so you don't need any plugins to do this. So what you want to do is open your AI file, and this is my logo that I'm going to be using. It's the Disrupt logo. So, and then you want to open your Lightroom. I'll put the link in the description to this Lightroom. Okay, so what you want to do is zoom out, and you have to make sure that the logo is pretty small, so it's about the same, about double the height of the y-axis, and yeah, just scale it so it's about this much, because if you make it too big the rotations won't work right. So just make sure it's small like this. Okay, so now what you want to do is go to this green box here and click on extrude NURBS, then drag in your logo. Then you want to turn up the third movement, depending on how thick you want it to be, like what you want the depth. So I'll have mine, it depends on your logo how you want this, but I'll have mine about 170 just to round up. Okay, there. Now once you've done that, you want to go to caps and change the start to fillet cap there, and then change the radius to 2, then change the end to fillet cap and put the radius to 2 again, like that. Then what you want to do after this is press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, go to object, turn it down by about 10 or maybe even 20 depending on your logo. I'll turn it down by 20. Then once you've turned it down, you want to drag it, you want to change the angle so it's like this. Then you want to drag it to the middle, like, oh sorry, I was using the scale tool. Then use the move tool and drag it to the middle there, like that. Then you want to click on the extrude NURBS, go to caps, and change the radius to 3 instead of 2, like that. Then Ctrl C, Ctrl V one more time, turn it down by 20 again, so 130. Go to caps, put the radius to 4, and yeah, like that. Okay, now we can render this out quickly and see what it looks like. Okay, so far that does not look that nice because the lights are not in sync with it. So basically what we want to do is just choose a material. Okay, so we'll just render this from the frontal view so I can just show you what it will look like. Okay, now I think that looks pretty sick, but I'll just be putting a material on it anyway. Okay, so I'll have a link to these materials in the description so you can just use them. But yeah, I will just try to find a good material. Okay, so once you found a material, you want to drag it onto whichever one you want it on. So I'll put it on the first one like this. Now let's see what that will look like. I've got a pretty fast computer, so I can just render this fast, but you might have to stop and do it again loads of times. Okay, there. Now that looks pretty good, but I don't want this bit to be grey, so I'll just find another material, rated. Okay, there. And or I could just, yeah, I'll just do it like this. This is all personal preference, how you prefer it, it's just up to you. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Okay, now in my opinion that looks pretty sick, but there's some weird lines going on, so what I'll do is go to reflection, no, I need to go down here, material 7, and turn down the reflection, take off reflection, and now I'll try it, see if the specula's gone, and let's see, yes it has. Okay, now this looks pretty nice now, so we'll just keep it like this. Okay, so now once you've done your text and it looks really nice and how you want it to be, then this is where the keyframe starts. So you want to go to this cube and select null, and draw a box and drag everything into the null, like that. Then now as you move it, all of it goes together like that. So you want to center it as much as you can, so I think that's pretty much in the middle. So you want to go to about each 30 frames equals to 1 second. So say I'll go forward to 60 frames, and I want it to spin once. So I'll do the rotate tool and I'll spin it around like this one time, like that. Oh no, sorry, I done that wrong. You want to go to 60 frames. Sorry for that, but you want to go to 60 frames. Then you want to press the keyframe button here. So now it's keyframed at 60. So you want to leave it at default at 60. Then you want to go back to 0. Then you want to rotate it once like that, 360 degrees. So there we go. Now you want to press the keyframe button, making sure that it's on 0. There we go. Now when you play it, you'll see that it spins around like this. So yeah, that's basically the first keyframe done. But if you don't want it just spinning around once, you can change the coordinates, so the X value can go up here. So you want it coming in from here. Then you want to turn up the Y coordinate and keep going until you're happy. So yeah, just make sure it's in the top corner like this. Then keyframe it. Remember to keyframe after everything you do. Before you press the play button, always press keyframe. So keyframe that. Now you can see that this trail is shown. So this is basically showing the movement of it. So now I'll press play. There we go. Now that looks pretty sick in my opinion. So we'll zoom in so it fills in the whole thing, the whole camera. Now we'll look at it again. There we go. Now that looks pretty sick so far. But we don't just want it coming in and just staying there. We want it to have a little outro as well. So to do that, we need to go back and if you want a kick to it, if you want it to like kick a little bit, like I'll show you, like that, like when it rotates back to the side, you can play around with it like this and just do it how you want it, and then keyframe. So we'll go like this, like that. So but that's not kicked enough, so I'll move it back a little bit more, about there. Then I'll keyframe it there. Then another thing that I think you should know is if you highlight it like this, you can move a keyframe up like that. Okay, so I will play this again. It comes in, it goes back, and then I'll stretch this out, and then it will go down. So it will go here, then it will go down like that, and then this is all just what suits you. But yeah, I'm just doing this how I want it, but you change it however you like it. So what you basically want to do is just keep moving the logo where you want it to go, like that, then press the keyframe button. So now as we play it through, this is what happens. I will just zoom in again just so you can have a better view. There. Now I'll play it through for you. There, it comes in, it kicks, and then it goes down. But I think we could do for that to be a little bit lower, so it just goes off the camera. So let's just see this now. There we go. Now we'll keyframe that, and then now I'll zoom in yet again. Okay, so now let's see it. Hey, press the play button, it spins in, it does a little kick, and then it goes down. Now in my opinion, that is a pretty sick intro just right there. But of course you want to go into After Effects and Sony Vegas. So actually I'll just go through the render settings quickly for you, and actually look at these because they're actually important. So yeah, just actually look at them and don't just think that you just know it, because in case anything goes wrong. So you want to save it to wherever. I'll put it to desktop. I will put it in, I'll just call it this intro tutorial. There. Now the format you want to make sure is on either AVI movie or QuickTime movie, and this is something that I figured out. If you're on a laptop, this can stop the laptop overheating when you render. You want to put the format to PNG instead of AVI or QuickTime movie. Now this will stop your computer overheating. You want to uncheck alpha channel, and then if you're in a Lightroom, you want to go to effect and ambient, and you want to go to effect and global illumination, which I already have, and then you want to go to ambient occlusion, effect ambient occlusion. Then you want to go effect object glow, and then effect and glow, like that. And now that is basically done. So I'll just render a still image for you. Let's see what this looks like with all the glows and everything included. Now that looks pretty sick. So thanks for watching, guys. This is part 1 of my tutorial, and like, comment, subscribe for part 2. So yeah guys, I'm out. Thanks for watching.